Okay, 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 okay. We're going. Wait, wait. I need to move this over here. Shit. Give me a second. Give me a second. I am rushing to get this going. Holy shit. I have just got back from the shops. I did not know it was starting now. The fuck? Oh my god, I got back at the right time. Right. Let's lower it just a little bit. Otherwise, I will be, talking over it. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Okay. I have just got back for this at the right time. Oh my god. I have literally just got back from the shops. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm watching a VOD. And then, boom. Like, live stream is starting in like 3 minutes. Like, holy shit. Alright. Let's do this. Oblivion is one of my favorite games of all time. Right near the goddamn top. There was a period in my life where all I ever played was Oblivion, Neverwinter Nights, or Pokemon. That's all I played. We didn't have a lot of money when I was a kid. I owned Oblivion for like 2 years before I had the computer that could fucking play it, right? All I want this to be is Oblivion that can run on modern hardware, right? I want it to run well. If it's moddable, bonus. But all I want is Oblivion. Now, Sky Oblivion is coming out. Sky Oblivion is coming out. And you know they're doing this to fuck over Sky Oblivion. You know they're gonna wait until Sky Oblivion comes out to properly release this. And you know, because this is Bethesda, it is going to be a buggy, broken mess. So, as much as I love the idea of it, I am very fucking skeptical of the execution. So we'll see. Hello, Bear. Hello, Grey Wolf. Thank you very much for showing up. I have just made it! Holy shit. I thought I'd be watching a VOD.
Oblivion
anyway, I'll shut up now. Calm down.
Defining moment in the series and for how
hey there, man. Hey there, James. Oh, Jules, sorry. James. That's because of fucking,
I think when it
that's
comes
Mass Effect. I see your name and I think James Vager. Sorry about that.
To feel the way they did then. But it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to
I just woke up. What did I miss? Nothing. It's just started. I almost missed it myself. I've literally just got back from the shops. I had no idea it was starting now. I thought I'd missed
so much
it.
There, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also.
I was so excited to see your reaction. This is so cute. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my energy.
Important for people to take a look back at.
It's still good to this day, man. You want to play Oblivion? Get it from Good Old Games. Run it directly. Install a few mods. It's amazing. Oblivion's fantastic.
Still quite a few people that I've worked with for that
The only problem with Oblivion is the leveling system, because once you know how it works, you realize how fucking backwards it is.
It's been 20 years. I think the thing that gets me...
We're old, guys. It's been 20 years.
Like,
We're
when you hear
old.
that music at the main menu, there's just like...
Yeah. It's the most nostalgic track of all time for me.
Flood of nostalgia.
There's Neverwinter Nights in that thing. There's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is the beginning of who I am.
Like, you listen to the Oblivion menu theme and you hear that shit.
All starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release.
I am so happy that I got to see this live, man.
How big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Oblivion is the greatest example of Bethesda at its best, in that it's a game with a lot of heart, but it's also very simple whilst also very complicated. It is a broken, buggy mess, but is endearing because of it. When Skyrim came out, that buggy, broken mess started to get a little bit sour. And by the time Fallout 76 came out and bricked people's computers, people were done with the excuse that it was just part of Bethesda's job.
But for all these years,
this was the peak of Bethesda, in my opinion. This was the peak. It was downhill from here. The moment Skyrim was successful, this company went downhill. So I'm very, very skeptical I'm very, very skeptical, but because it is one of my favorite games of all time, I can't deny that I'm also a little hyped. Not as hyped as I am for Sky Oblivion, because I trust modders more than I trust Professor, but I am hyped. Skyrim spoiled me.
Reliving these moments
Skyrim's amazing,
for the first time,
but
the world of
it
Oblivion
was the destruction of the company.
Immediately looks and feels incredible.
You're very hyped. I am. I'm also full of energy. I've legitimately got back in. I've stopped moving. I've not relaxed yet. I'm still in move mode.
From the very beginning of this
I've been carrying heavy shopping. I'm in pump mode.
If we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond.
Fallout 76 was an insult. Like, I know some people liked it. I know Burr in the comments section has had some fun with it, which is great. I have been tempted to try it myself, but
our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects.
I am the most ooh,
so we know what makes that team and their games
I am the most ooh streamers outside of the boobies. I've got boobies, but no one wants to see them.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. I
also wonder what the non-human races look like. See, that's Bear in the chat asking the real questions. The Argonians and the Khajiit have changed crazily over the editions. I want to know what they look like as well. Are they going to look like Skyrim's? Or are they going to keep the Oblivion, like, pudgy, potato-faced charm,
with
you know?
Some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws
Oh god, that looks terrible!
The Daedric Prince of Destruction.
Have you seen his eyes?
What was the Oblivion?
What happened there?
What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil?
We're going back to that later.
Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9?
You're not missing anything from Fallout 76?
In addition to the core game,
if I ever want to play Fallout, I play New Vegas.
Story expansions, Shivering Isles, and
I do want to play Fallout London.
The full experience.
It looks amazing.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
By magic of the original experience, I do hope that's not going to be an excuse for it being a broken mess,
I played
right?
Oblivion for perhaps
if they could have Oblivion with its quirks without being broken, that would be great.
You want to be a game developer?
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
Not really, mate. We all know what's happened. Bethesda have seen the hype for Sky Oblivion and are like, oh shit, we better cash in on this before a mod development team outshines us yet again. We all know why this has happened. And here's another thing that makes me a little bit skeptical. They're probably going to add the real mod, the paid mod marketplace to the game.
Was cutting edge at the time.
So they're going to remake an old game, and they're more than likely going to add mods. They're going to have paid mods to it, like DLC essentially. You know they're going to do that, which puts me off. Oh shit! What's Shergorath going to look like?
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain, and Unreal 5 as
I'll be honest, unless it's a complete mess, I'll probably buy it. For the sole reason that I'll be able to play Oblivion easily on other platforms
just about pure fidelity.
And portably with the Steam Deck. Like, believe it or not, Oblivion works really well on the Steam Deck, but you'd hope that the newer version would work better, you know what I mean? And if it does just play like Oblivion, then yeah. I'll be playing the shit out of it on the Steam Deck. But I'll also be playing Sky Oblivion. It'll actually work out perfectly. I can play Sky Oblivion on the computer, and I can play the remake on the Steam Deck.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
I come with the main DLCs. I mean, of course, it should do.
To the next level using the latest technology.
I have heard, by the way, that
brand new, highly detailed character models.
Oh my god, the Khajiit looks sexy as fuck. What the fuck? The Argonians!
Level of detail in the world.
But the Khajiit?
Every single asset in this game.
That her, man.
Design and handcraft
Wood.
We implemented advanced real-time
what was I saying? I got distracted by Kitty.
Accurately simulates how
they look good. They do. What I noticed actually, the Argonians look very Morrowind in design.
The original game had limited
that's a good thing.
Now, the entire
Oblivion's Argonians are the worst looking Argonians in the series.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it.
And real tools.
I mean, it's still janky as fuck by the looks of it, so.
From there, our artists.
What was I saying? You got distracted by Katie. Oh shit.
Allowing us
oh, dude, it looks good.
And textures.
Oh, dude, it looks good. What the fuck?
Including Argonians.
Yo, look at the Argonians. Holy shit.
Making the
dude.
more effective, even when the characters have very different facial features.
The Argonians look so good. What the fuck?
We have access to so many.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You'll see them.
I am so happy.
As running through a forest. Insects flying around.
Oh, please don't be a broken buggy mess.
Filtering through the leaves.
Please don't be a broken buggy mess. Please don't have paid mods.
In this living, breathing world.
Please let this be the first worthwhile Bethesda game since Skyrim. Please.
A more complicated assignment.
Please.
I would like you to
I don't want to hate this. Please don't pull the bullshit. It ain't Oblivion if it's not jank true. I don't. Oh shit! I know.
Visuals that
anyone else think of the bacon clips when seeing that? The day drops look. Sorry, the
It's UI
is it day drops?
UX.
Dead drops? Shit, forgot what they're called. The canon.
It's audio.
Whatever. The big crocodile fuckers look great.
We've updated features and systems across the board.
I like it.
We've changed.
I like the art style.
Which
it looks
I think
good.
Make a lot of people happy.
Big hugs right back to you, bro.
Leveling systems of both Oblivion.
The UI is. I like the UI. One of the biggest issues with Oblivion was the UI was obviously designed with consoles in mind, and it was clunky as fuck on PC.
That feels more human.
Skyrim had the same problem.
You see that in places like combat.
And ironically, they copied the Oblivion UI to fix it. So the UI in this looks a lot better. This actually might up being one of my games of the year.
The original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions.
It did with mods, baby!
Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things...
No, like, controller feedback is a big thing for me, that's why I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. It's the series with, like, the best combat feedback of any game.
Perspective now. The original ad third person.
Seeing you have... Yeah, man. Here's the thing, right? I'm hype, but I'm not stupid. I am fully expecting them to fuck this up. I am fully expecting this to be a colossal mess. I am fully expecting them to fuck this up with microtransactions and DLC and shit like this instead of just being a pure, perfect kind of like remake, right? That's what I'm expecting. Because I'm not used to this company being a piece of shit. Right?
Each race represented in the game
so,
now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight
I'm
of those creatures.
hyped for the idea, but I'm also very, very nervous as to how shit it could end up being. I hope they don't fuck it up. I want to love this game. I want to sing this game's praise in my top 5 at the end of the year, you know?
Stop, criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone!
Cheese!
Cheese for everyone! Some of the character models are really fucked up.
We are going to steal
like
one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace.
They've kept
find the reading room.
The Elder Scrolls Oblivion's uncanny potato faces, but just make them look weird for a new generation. Like, that's the thing. It would be hypocritical for me to... It will be hypocritical for me to insult the game's art style by saying the characters look ugly and weird, because Oblivion's characters look ugly and weird. This is just a new kind of ugly and weird, you know?
As games have developed over the
I'm allergic to dairy.
Years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like
what was that in reference
to?
to?
Is an interesting one.
Oh, cheese for everyone? Don't worry, it's vegan cheese. You'll be fine.
Some of us were absolute purists.
Shale Gorup's the kind of person that would promise cheese and give you vegan cheese.
And people are going to want to
it looks great, dude. I love the animations. I love the way the Argonians and the Khajiit and the Orcs look as well. The armor looks great. It seems to have the spirit of Oblivion.
With the player in
I just hope it isn't fucking broken.
To what makes Oblivion
the UI is great.
What
The
other
UI looks
features
so
that
much
just
better.
immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic.
Keep the old-fashioned lockpicking and speechcraft. I like speechcraft. I don't care what anyone says. I love this version of lockpicking, and I love speechcraft.
Because it's part of the
I don't care what anyone says. It's a really fun part of the game. So I'm glad that they kept that and haven't just turned it into Skyrim's version. Oh god, he's back! And he's creepier than ever before.
It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time.
I am live streaming this. It's happening. You know why? Because my Oblivion live stream series was terrible. Have you gone back to that and looked at the UI? Oh my god, my fucking streamer window is awful. It takes up like half the window.
If we hadn't,
I'm better at it now. You know, I'm like, it's gonna be a remake of my own stream.
The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think it comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position
they had me
where you
at
can
Spox.
master it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce
I'm aware
this
that
game
it was
to a
developed
new
by a third
generation of
party,
players,
true. But let's take this for example.
I really think that
Pokemon's
people, when they jump back into the
Diamond and
remaster, they're
Pearl
gonna be
was
shocked at
developed
just
by
how
a
good
third
the game
party,
looks.
and that was a terrible remake. And the Pokemon remakes are
Living
usually
games
really
look
good, but the Diamond and Pearl remake was
incredible,
terrible,
and I think they're
and that
just
was a
gonna
third
find
party.
themselves lost in the world.
The problem, one of the problems with Bethesda is Todd Howard has to approve everything. He has to approve everything. Nothing happens in Bethesda without Todd Howard's approval. And if that's how controlling he is, have no have no doubt that he will be doing the same thing with this company. So,
but it's ultimately the same game.
It's still technically Bethesda.
What was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda
I love your
Game
Oblivion
Studios,
Live. Remember when you caved and made Nargonia? Yeah, I'm just gonna start off as the Beast Races this time. I ain't doing that this time.
Remaster and bring it to a new generation.
I just hope Bethesda doesn't shove their shitty Creation Club. Exactly, that's my worry. I worry about the Creation Club. I worry about it being playable, essentially. If it doesn't have the Creation Club and it runs well,
part of my job
it will be one of my top 5 this year.
That the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
What? What? No! Are you serious? I did not expect that. Okay, I take it back. They're not fucking over Sky Oblivion. I will admit I am wrong. Oh, what?
This is the 27th
So about that Mass Effect Andromeda stream series, guys. Yeah, that might be on hiatus for a second.
days of the third era.
What?
And the final hours.
We have to play this. You realize this, right? We have to do this as soon as possible. This has to be on stream.
Oblivion, beyond which no waking
I might cancel tomorrow's stream and replace it with this. I'm not gonna lie. I want to hear.
This is only the beginning.
I want to hear
Worse is yet
reviews first, though. I'm not gonna let hype get the better of me. I want to see if it runs. This is far better than Starfield. My man, the shit I took this morning was better than Starfield. More exciting as well. Yeah, thank you for keeping the rumor hush. What the fuck? The combat looks good. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like they've taken some feedback from Elder Scrolls Online. It really looks like that. Oh, have you noticed they've not shown anything to do with the Dark Brotherhood? I love how they've kept the creepy zombies as well. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Find him.
The last time I was this hyped was Monster Hunter World.
Of Oblivion.
You fucking bastards. Whenever you think that I'm out, they drag me right back in. Oh, and yeah, I heard about that. Nah, you're not flashing that on the screen. Fuck off. You're showing us that properly.
Of Oblivion.
Horse armor is back. And it's a microtransaction. They think they're being cute. They think they're being cute, the scummy bastards. Horse armor. As part of the deluxe edition. You absolute cunts. The cover art is gorgeous, though, I will admit. You absolute cunts. The armor is kind of gross looking, the weapons are gross looking, and I can do without the horse armor. To be honest, I might want the soundtrack, though, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. They did it, boys. Right. Let's let this play for a second, and let's go on Steam quickly. Let me know if anything cool happens while I'm not looking. Oblivion. Is this going to be Xbox only? No, it's not. 50 quid? I don't have a lot of money at the moment, but I'm tempted to spend it. Deluxe edition is another 20 quid. Am I going to pay... Wait, what? Okay, it's not. It is 50 quid. 60 quid. No. Wait, does that make sense? Wait a minute. Let me get a calculator. It actually looks cheaper to buy the basic version and then buy the upgrade pack. Right. $49.99 plus $9.99 equals $59.98. Okay, I'm right. It is 1p cheaper if you buy the basic version and then get the digital deluxe pack. You save a penny. That's how they get you. That's how they get you, guys. Imagine that 1 penny across 100 players. That's £1. That's how they get you. Oh, I want to own this, though. That's the difference. Right. I am not buying it just yet. You know people are buying and downloading this right now. So long as I have time, the live stream tomorrow will be this. If, two things. If it runs well, we'll hear it by tomorrow. If it runs well, right? If it runs well, we'll hear it by the end of the night tonight. I will buy it, I will download it, and tomorrow's stream, instead of being Andromeda, will be this. At least for a one-off. Because believe me, I'm not going to wait 1 day a week to play this shit. I'm not playing this shit 1 day a week. I am no-lifing this shit, right? If it's good. But we will replace the stream tomorrow with this. But I don't want to waste my money away on hype. I want to see if it runs well first. I'm going to try it in Game Pass. Let me know. If you're going to try it yourselves, guys, let me know how it runs for you. Oblivion finally got some love. Be prepared, by the way, for Oblivion Legendary Edition in 2 years' time. Oblivion End of the Year or New Year or Anniversary Edition in another 4 years. You know they're gonna do it.
Probably. But you just witnessed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Direct. That is coming to you today. Maybe even now. I don't know. We'll have to check after this stream. I'm joined by
to be honest,
talented, incredible,
that's not bad compared to like how much things are going up by. To be perfectly honest, although it is a remake for an old ass game and it shouldn't really be going for that much.
Oh, yes.
In a world where Nintendo is selling Mario Kart for 80 quid, yeah, it's not bad.
We can call him Barbas if you'd like, but he's.
Oh, Sheo Gorath, of course he's come along.
Get his time, Mr. DeMille.
That makes sense.
Is it Cher? I think it's Cher Gora.
I bring that puppy with me everywhere.
I take him everywhere. You ever heard the Harry Nilsson's puppy song?
No.
He's like, I take my puppy everywhere.
No, it is Cher Gora.
Well, for you, those of you joining us, either new or from the direct, we're going to be
cool. Well,
sharing,
I hope you guys sticking around for this. We're gonna watch this. We're a few minutes behind because I rewound. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just so we're caught up with everyone, we're gonna reload it.
Because I'll never get it.
Yeah, we've just missed a bunch of fluff.
Honestly,
That's fine.
A favor if you do.
You know this thing back here is going to be on sale on the Bethesda store.
Yeah, wearing my Sheo shirt.
The Adoring Fan.
And of course, there's.
It looks like Link mixed with Tingle.
Brotherhood pin here. Lucy and the chance of the Dark Brotherhood, dear child.
I can't wait for the Dark Brotherhood, man. That's like the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do the arena. I'm going to do the Dark Brotherhood. I like how I'm saying it's the first thing I'm going to do, as if it isn't the first thing I fucking do every single time I play that game.
I mean, I've loved all the games. I loved Morrowind. Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. Come right in. I love Skyrim, which is fantastic.
I'm getting a pet rabbit today too, so it's like Christmas. Aww! What are you going to call the Bun Bun? Are you going to name the Bun Bun Sheogorath?
All the races.
Are you going to name the Bun Bun Faolan?
Oh man, there's
because then you can pet me all the time.
Amongst the Imperial
That's
Guard,
not creepy and weird at all.
You know, Mom, Dad, the family reunions were very confusing. But
I'm too excited to do my course project. You know what? Oblivion's old enough that the people teaching you will probably remember it.
And,
I think if you tell them the truth, they'll let you off and they'll give you an extension.
See Skyrim with its 10th anniversary edition, and when I first put that on the Xbox Series X,
installing on my Xbox right now, I am very tempted to buy it instantly, but if I do, my internet will crash during the install. So if I am going to buy it, it will be tonight, and I will leave my computer on and I will install it tomorrow, overnight, essentially. We'll play it on stream tomorrow instead of Andromeda, and then next week we'll go back to Andromeda. But I might do the odd one-off stream at any point during the day, just playing the game as well, because I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I'm just praying it runs. I'm praying it runs and it's not got a bunch of problems, you know.
People who've only ever played Skyrim, this is going to be kind of a revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they've done a deal with this team that's done the remake. I wonder if it gets like one below the rating that they won't give them a bonus.
Look at the difference, the graphics, how sumptuous it is, the detail on this.
From what we've seen of it so far, I like the way it looks. I like the fact that the animations are bugging out back there. Did you see that? The Khajiit bugged out back there.
He's wearing some fur, and you're seeing all the details on every little thing. This guard right here.
Considering I'm 37, it was probably out whilst I was in the middle of high school. That's what I mean, man. That's what I mean.
Island where the winds are whipping around, and I had a cold.
See, the people my age. I've got a friend who's my age. She's my DM for Dungeons and Dragons. Oh well, we don't play D&D anymore because Wizards is a steaming pile of shit. But we're playing Starfinder at the moment. She creates her own world. She writes the whole thing. She has been a researcher and an educator. She is an incredibly intelligent person. She's my age. So my mentality is teachers are around my age at this point, and we're both around the same age. We both kind of played this whole thing.
Your room's very dark.
So you're a little older than I am. I'm
Hurry up and talk.
I'm 35. No, 34. I'll be 35 this year.
What living with Sheogorath has done to him. He looks like Marley's ghost there.
He looks so much creepier and disheveled than he used to, which I think is fitting.
This is the first time I've seen any of this, and the detail and the expression on the face, he just looks so weary.
I wonder if they're going to do this with Morrowind. I would love for them to do this with Morrowind.
It's been almost 20 years, so
because I've never been able to get into Morrowind properly.
Advancements from there, so.
And I respect the game a great deal these days.
Age, I guess.
20 years in the service of Sheogorath is going to age anybody.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
He does look really like worn out and disheveled. He looks nowhere near as, like, shall we say, handsome as he used to.
Your favorite
And I
role
think
has
that
been
look is better.
Oblivion,
It makes
or
more
which
sense with the
character
character.
you feel like you gravitated the most towards.
Well, that's the thing. People ask me all the time, who's your favorite character to play?
You know the hat he's wearing? I have that exact hat.
You bring a little of yourself to everything
legitimately.
you do.
I don't wear flat caps anymore because every single time I wore a flat cap, all anyone could say to me was, "Oh, Peaky Blinders, Peaky Blinders," as if Peaky Blinders invented the flat cap. But I used to wear them all the time.
For this game. And
I'll be 38 this year in October, one step closer to 40. To be honest, I had this conversation recently about I'll be middle-aged. Not middle-aged. I'll be in my mid-30s, I should say. I'll be in my mid-30s in June. And they're like, well, you won't. Because the way I look at it, it's like 31, 2, 3, 4 is early 30s, 5 is mid 30s, and then 6 onwards is late 30s, right? And she's like, well, really, like 1, 2, and 3 would be mid 30s, early 30s. 4, 5, and 6 would be mid, and then 7, 8, 9 would be late. You know? But then she's like, well, that would make you mid-30s now. I'm like, well, what we'll do is I'll be mid-30s in June, and then we'll change it later on, so I'll be mid-30s the year after. So I don't sound as old.
What he ended up looking like. You know, he ended up...
Sent you a little stumping on Steam. You better not have bought this. That is a lot of money. Because I know you've done that shit before.
Art of Darkness, the perfect man.
No.
So...
£10 gift card.
Fun to do. And people say, "Do you know what happened?"
I appreciate that, man, but I know you don't have a lot yourself. You really shouldn't do that.
Just finish your line.
I'm just glad you didn't buy the whole ass game.
I get to that point in the game, and I'm like, you know,
if you're sure about that, I will accept this and thank you.
Look at this, the butterfly.
And it will go towards the game. If you're sure, if not, I will decline it and send it back. I'll leave that up to you. I am just glad that you didn't spend the money on the whole ass game.
Look at that. The fringe of madness.
I would have if I could.
Yeah,
Thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you very much. It will go towards the game.
Something a little more stand-up, but we want him to feel dangerous but funny. And they said maybe something.
I like how they're going into the Shivering Isles. This is actually marketing genius.
Cuddly, you know.
Is it a white screen?
Rope with your entrails. I don't believe you. So,
admittedly, that would be an interesting thing to see Robin Williams talking about.
I know, but I thought, where could I find my inspiration for this character? And I started thinking about different stand-up comedians who would I find dangerous, that I would love to have a drink with, and laugh and joke, but afraid they might beat me up at the end of the night. And
I wonder what side are they on? Are they on mania or dementia?
But I thought, I can't just do a straight-up Billy Conn.
One thing I would like, can we put this bit as like the main view, and then these guys talking down below?
And I thought, well, I've got.
Why do we have the gameplay as the webcam, and the webcam as the gameplay? The fuck? We're not here. Look, dude, Shea Gorath, I love you. Seriously, you have been such a wholesome, just member of the fandom for years. Out of all the voice actors, this guy has interacted with fans for years. The man loves the love he gets for his role, and I greatly respect him for that. I want to see the gameplay better, though, not him.
Why?
You know?
Everything else is an affectation. He does what he wishes to do.
Also, I apologize for my shouting. I realize that I shout. Here's the thing, right? If I took this off, I'll stop shouting as much. What happens is because I like to hear myself as I speak, with having this on, I end up screaming. And I really apologize for that. Let's fucking go!
Where he's going to land with some of these things. Whether it's friendly,
so I apologize for the shouting.
Whether it's over the top.
And the reason it looks frail is he was attacked while he was on holiday and was in hospital for a while.
Flow back and forth.
Yo, seriously?
I think
He was attacked.
Told later,
What prick did that?
They weren't expecting that.
That actually happened to a streamer I watched. There's a streamer called Luality. She became quite big streaming Baldur's Gate 3. She almost got kidnapped in London recently, which is pissing annoying because she came to my country, and one of the first things she experienced in my country was getting nearly getting fucking kidnapped. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Their personality and the whole thing.
And I imagine
I had no idea.
The character is designed
that's
by
disgusting,
else,
man.
that you get to input a lot of your.
I'm glad that he's okay, but that's fucking disgusting.
Even still.
Well, you have to bring a sense of life.
I still kind of wish that I was seeing the game more than them, though.
They're bringing their sense of life to it, their experience. But you don't know their experience, but you know the circumstances.
The only thing I'll say about the gameplay in this specific area is, why is the Shivering Isles so bright? This area was very dull. Why is it bright and sunny here? I hope they've kept the atmosphere of the Shivering Isles, not just the architecture, you know?
There are some days. The one I don't want to become the more like is Hermaeus Mora. And
that would also be terrifying, yes.
Yeah, Mel Blanc used to look at the photographs of the characters that he was doing.
I don't know, man. The Daedra I'd want to be less of would be fucking Molag Bal.
So every one of the
if you know, you know.
Bald guy with a goatee.
Molag Bal is unquestionably the most evil of the Daedric princes.
You look at Hermaeus Mora, and you're like, a million eyeballs and a million tentacles. What does that
it's
sound
just,
like?
Hermaeus Mora is a Reddit mod. I know everything.
The director for the ESO.
That's Hermaeus Mora. Admittedly, no one's to be Hermaeus Mora either, but being Molag Bal would be worse.
Some of the earlier games. And with clips and
Charlie, it's all good, but you were excited. To be honest, I'm doing it all the time. I've actually been noticing it, and if I watch my old streams back, I'm actually annoying myself. What I've been tempted to do is this. I've been tempted to stream a few times like this because then I'm less likely to shout. The only problem with this is, as you'll soon see, that happens. So I don't know, because I don't know when I started doing it, but a while ago I started like screaming whilst I was streaming. Very loud. I need more vocal control.
To hear.
But no, it looks good, and I am happy to say that it looks good.
Some people would have
it does look good.
Perception, so it might be a little more muddled. It might be a little
I
more
just
clicky.
hope it runs well, and I hope to keep the fucking Creation Club way away from it.
Your extrasensory perception of their voice is. However, if you're a little stronger...
Look at that little dog, though. Put the camera on the dog. That's what we want to see.
It's like the difference between...
Wait a minute. Let me go to the chat. I want to see what the chat is saying.
On vinyl, then later on...
Already downloading it on Steam. Argonians are property. You racist, you dark elf scum.
So...
Okay.
That's... There.
Wait, it's going too fast. Does anyone know if there will be a werewolf transformation in Remaster? Probably not. It's Oblivion, mate, not Skyrim. Oh, Morrowind. Did they race swap Sheogorath? Who was that dude? I didn't see that, but okay.
Lucy and LeChance.
What's the fine for necrophilia in Cyrodiil? Oh, I know where that's from.
And what bugs me is when Knights of the Nine came in.
Vancouver Fester.
Talking to Lucy.
This is such a mega W.
I heard there's a prophet.
You know what? People aren't complaining. People are hyped.
No,
people are fucking hyped.
On, man.
This is what time did to him. It's fine.
This is surprising. People are legitimately hyped.
I do love some of those lines. The cheese line really took off. I mean,
cheese for everyone. Celebration for everyone.
No, look at that. Cheese for everyone. It was just a couple of lines in the middle of Oblivion, and it took off and had a life of its own.
It was the way you said it, dude.
Everybody loves cheese.
If somebody said it to me, I'd be really happy.
Yeah.
Cheese for everyone.
Amsterdam with the ESO crew. And
see, that's an excuse to shout.
Bought a bunch of cheese and took a picture out there, and everybody was just like, "Well, there
unless some mods adds it werewolves." I mean, they did in Oblivion. There was a big mod to add werewolves in Oblivion. It was around Bruma. You'd find them around Bruma.
You got to go through customs.
It's difficult. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Yeah. How much cheese do you think you're going to eat, sir?
I actually ate way too much cheese this past Christmas. I ate so much cheese, I never want to see cheese again. Which is a good thing.
We're still in the Shivering Isles, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to traipse around the Shivering Isles for a little while.
And look at some of the faces and the hair, so much more defined.
They're also still fucking creepy looking, which is good because that's Oblivion. I swear to God, if anyone bitches and moans about the way this game looks by saying they look creepy or weird or uncanny, bitch, have you played Oblivion?
But you know, it's one of the ones that people don't think about.
I'm sure it won't be long until they make them all look like Asian supermodels with colossal sized tits.
You get the staff.
That'll be like the first mod that comes out.
From him later.
It'll be the unofficial Oblivion remaster mod. It will be Oblivion's remaster script extender, and it will be Oblivion remaster sexy bodies, and then like every piece of armor that you will find, modded armor, will require that mod in order to use them. What was it in Skyrim? It was a CBBSE or something like that.
But
or was it CB? I can't remember what it was. There's like one of them for every game.
And he's like, "What do you want?"
You can choose whether they've shaved or not, if you know what I mean. You can choose how endowed they are. Do you want yourself a muscle mummy Nord princess? Or do you want yourself a skinny Breton assassin?
I didn't murder him, I swear. I mean, not yet anyway.
Look at that.
Should I?
Yeah, in tribute to Craig.
By Azura! By Azura! By Azura!
How do I look?
You know the comments are saying the same thing.
Like a rock.
You know the comments are going to say the same thing.
The whole time? Man, you got to do that lockpick quick. I remember we
there we go. You motherfuckers do not disappoint. There it is. There it is. There it is. By Azura! By Azura! By Azura! What the? I'm sorry, we're going to Tamriel, not the Ukraine. Fuck off.
Someone play a game is fun. Like
By Azura! Yeah. You fuckers do not disappoint.
Pick a lock, and they're saving and going back again and again and again. It's like, call me.
It's funny at first, and that was a live stream too. So it was funny at first, but then it's just like, okay. All right, and then stream's over, rage quit,
Lockpick, the live stream.
So can you tell us anything about your first interaction with Bethesda Game Studios, like how you started with the team here?
My first game was Morrowind, and I went, we were recording at a place called...
The UI looks so much better. It looks so much cleaner. It doesn't take up anywhere near as much as the screen.
Was Todd Howard.
I really like the UI. It's great.
We sat there and went through all the different.
It also doesn't look like it was made strictly for consoles as well, which is bloody refreshing after Oblivion and Skyrim.
All sorts of things. We were having a good time. I do remember.
It looks like they've got a nice setup that would work for both consoles and PC, which is nice to see.
Just chatting, walking, and the thing
what's the armor?
Todd's always been very.
Is that fur armor?
These games,
It has to be fur armor.
That people do. I don't think people realize just how deeply enmeshed into the game world he is. I mean, the old top-down turn-based type games, the board games, things of that sort, and to bring the spirit of those into these worlds. And, Morrowind was kind of a real departure for the Elder Scrolls, which had been
I'll try and install on my CC, but I don't think my PC will be able to handle it. But I'll try. Test both systems.
It's retro. Don't worry about
it. Fair enough.
Yeah, and the voice acting was very.
Yeah, let me. If you guys play it, just let me know how it runs for you. I'll probably be buying it by the end of the night, installing it overnight. What I will do while we're here is
that game getting 700 hours.
Oh, I can't exit the stream. I can't edit the Andromeda stream schedule whilst we're here. So okay, I'll do that later.
Go to sleep and dream in that world.
Because I'm doing this. Absolutely.
Which was interesting because
you guys know me. Oblivion is one of my top 10 games of all time. It's right there near the top.
Done some games and things of that sort.
Like right near the top. I think the only game above it is probably Neverwinter Nights.
People dying in 500.
I have spent like copious hours in this game. I've spent a fraction of my life playing Oblivion, so I'm hoping the remake is good.
In that world. And when I started voicing Oblivion, I knew where to close my eyes and see the world around me. Now, maybe in Oblivion I didn't see any silt striders, and there were no boots of that would help me fly from one end to the other. Thank God there were no cliff racers.
You don't want to hear the screaming sounds of the cliff
racers fly so high,
I got some real Samuel L. Jackson choice quotes in on
again. If you know, you know.
Along the way, yeah. But I saw.
I'm hoping that they're in the side of
because I lived in the world.
I'm hoping that they're in the side of the Shivering Isles. That's Mania, because if this is Dementia, which it might be, that's way too bright and sunny for Dementia.
The world not
wait, Mo, they're walking that way. They've gone Mania. Okay, they've gone Mania. I think that way would be Dementia, and it looks like they've gone that way. So I think they've gone down the Mania path. I want to see Dementia. When they get into... Oh, they haven't even got through that yet. Okay, cool. Because I want to see... I want to see what Dementia looks like, because I'm hoping they haven't, like, brightened up and prettified Dementia too much. Dementia needs to be, like, dark and depressing, because that's the whole thing. Like... Dementia is dark, depressing, like, you know, forms of insanity, whereas Mania is like me right now, overly hype and obnoxious all the time.
That Lucy and LeChance was one of the first voices that ever
I'll try to get on tomorrow to watch her. Has been a while since I watched the stream. Just been really busy lately, but things are starting to move back normal now. Yeah, I know you've been through quite a bit recently, man. I hope everything's going all right overall.
It really changed things a lot.
You know, I hope your mom's doing okay.
So watching it grow and doing these things and to be able to perform alongside folks like Linda Carter, who
I haven't forgotten about that. She's been in my thoughts.
Our party for Oblivion.
I'm back. How's Oblivion?
A lot of the big game
it looks good. I'm not seeing any kind of like bugs or slowdown or anything like that just yet. It looks like it runs quite well actually, but we won't know until it gets into people's hands.
And we're all out
the only possible complaint I have so far from what we've actually seen is this might look a bit too bright for the Shivering Isles, but we'll see what happens when we see Dementia, because they might have just gone with more of a Mania style for the outer skirts of it.
A huge Washington Capitals fan.
Also a win.
Yeah, and that the Capitals stuff came into play, because when I started doing the arena announcer, I'd been doing the Capitals for about, I guess we started recording this, what, in 2003? So I'd been the arena announcer
2003, man.
And I was learning who I was and doing
Mr.
things.
Pandora didn't even come out until 2005.
I asked Mark, how do you want to do the
And then there was Warlords of Draenor, where I went back to World of Warcraft.
On steroids.
There was Legion, there was Battle for Azeroth, where I quitted World of Warcraft.
Okay. So I brought
and then there's been like 2 other expansions since.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a long time.
People of the city of Cyrodiil, welcome to the arena.
To the arena.
And I started taking some
Victor of the arena. Leave now and rest. You earned it. I love the voice acting in the game, man. It's so good.
Merged together until I became sort of over the top with people.
When this when the game came out, I called to see my mom.
Rebel punk is what you are. I'm like, okay, well that's fine. So I'm a rebel punk, but I'm out there unleashing fury. I'm a fan.
When's it out? It's out now.
And a lot of the development.
You can buy and download it right now.
What's really
some of the people in chat are already doing that.
Now for 25
meaning tomorrow's Andromeda stream
in that time
will probably be this instead.
Other people retired and left the job. All the people who are out there saying,
all right,
old old school.
Right, they've gone into Mania.
Started
So we'll see if the
replacing
lighting
old school
changes.
traditional guys with
And then when they get into
people
the
who sounded
city
like
and
me.
eventually go into the dementia
And we're
side
doing
of
the
it,
things I did.
we'll see.
So 25 years later. guess
All right,
what?
the lighting is obviously different
I'm old
here.
School.
It's got like a honey tone to
when
it.
I was a young punk.
Unfortunately, the transition
So,
isn't
you know,
majorly different.
Thank you, Oblivion. Thank you, Mark, for helping change.
The fur
how
armor
I
looks
do
cooler than it
things, you
used
know,
to.
And that's the thing. Over this period of time that we've done these
There's obviously
games,
been some
over this period
Skyrim
of time
inspiration
that we've
there.
Worked with all these different characters. I'm constantly learning.
I tried a game on
and I'm
PS4 via
constantly
PlayStation
growing
Plus
and
Classics
constantly
catalog. I probably
grateful
should
for
have
the
tried it on
opportunity to
PC.
bring
I want
new
to know how it works on
characters
console
like,
as well. I don't
Thomas
have
Faolan
the new PlayStation. No, that'd be PlayStation 5, wouldn't it? I do have a PlayStation 4.
It was a very emotional piece.
But I'd be curious to look, because the fact is that if it runs shit on console, it'll probably run shit on PC to a certain degree as well. Because the reality of game development is games are designed for console first and foremost, so PCs tend to get left behind. So what tends to happen is if a console runs like ass on console, it also tends to run like ass on PC, except it's easier fixed on PC. That's the major difference. So PC players tend to be able to fix it better than console players, but it'll still run like shit by default anyway.
Characters you're doing.
I might buy it. I'm legit tempted to buy it myself.
After we were done and I was working with
My man Burr has already donated £10 towards the course, which I will be forever grateful for.
I love working with it. It's like a waltz. It's like a dance, you know.
So I will probably be streaming this tomorrow instead. I'll be installing it overnight. I'm not bought it just yet because if it starts downloading right now, the stream will crash.
Some dog looking really sad in the backseat.
I want to know what Barbas. Do you think we'll actually see Barbas in this game, or if it'll just be a statue again, like it is in Oblivion?
Because if you don't feel it, they don't feel it.
Yeah, you can tell that this is
I'm a
Mania.
fan of the games.
Like, there's this honey color palette on top of everything. It looks like you're playing Fallout 3.
Characters, even the bad ones, have their reasons. And if you can get into that, and if you can feel that, and I can make it real for me, then maybe I'm making it real for somebody else, and it becomes immersive for them. So,
Would say without question.
It's so weird seeing somebody using fur armor. Nobody uses fur armor because, like, the first armor you get in the game is leather, and it's instantly better than fur. So it's weird seeing somebody who uses fur armor, but it just looks cool. So.
Previous version of Oblivion.
I think that it makes me very happy that these characters are going to get a second chance. The Imperial Guards, you know, even
honestly, it's gonna make me really happy that we are gonna get a whole new generation of Oblivion memes. I don't even think the video exists anymore, but do any of you people remember the Oblivion God song? You violated the law, forfeit. You violated the law, forfeit. You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law, forfeit. Like, remember when people used to make video game music by taking sounds and then remixing them rather than just shoving the voices through AI and getting a sound that way? You know, remember when people used to do that? We're going to have a whole new wave of that shit, although admittedly it's going to be AI this time around. But still, we're going to have a whole new wave of Oblivion memes. We're going to have a whole new generation discovering the janky retardation that is Oblivion and all the glory that comes along with that. We're going to have a whole new there will be children in school tomorrow screaming, she's for everyone! You know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. We're going to have a whole new generation of people playing this for the first time, talking around the water cooler, talking around, like it used to be, obviously, talking around school about the stuff they ran into, like what happened in Skyrim back in 2011. 2011, that was!
I'll listen to hear if the voice...
Like, I remember playing Skyrim for the first time. I played it on PC.
Didn't work.
And I completely missed the werewolves. I was playing as a mage. I completely missed the werewolves. I didn't do the companions because they looked boring. Then I went on Xbox and I started playing it on Xbox. And I was talking to all my friends on Xbox. And the first thing people told me is, "Oh my god, have you seen the werewolves?" And I'm like, "There are werewolves in this game?" Immediately goes to the companions. For second playthrough, first time I see the werewolves. Right? That's what Skyrim was when it launched. It was a magical experience. Skyrim was amazing the first time you play it, right? Amazing the first time you play it because of how big it was and how many different things you experienced and how many... like, Grey Wolf in the chat, in our friend group, discovered the Headless Horseman ghost. And when he told us about it, none of us fucking believed him. There's a wiki article on it right now. It's legit. You can find the Headless Horseman running around in Skyrim. The first time we played it, he was the only one that ran into it, and no one believed him.
You know, I mean, going out and
Skyrim was magical. We're gonna have that again with this. In this modern internet era, where meme culture is bigger than ever before, a whole new wave, of Oblivion memes, man.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, yeah.
Which is terrifying, by the way.
2011, the year I left my Arse X and replaced it with Skyrim. I'd say that was an upgrade, don't you?
I play this myself. I'm so glad that I have to do it on here because I would be really sucking trying to multitask.
Man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Running around, getting involved in things.
Yeah, I probably will buy it tonight. I'm glad that they're finally given us a full screen now.
I say.
No, go back to the full screen. Go back to the full screen.
Totally. That's just what you do.
Everybody in town.
It is always important to save, especially for reasons like this.
And then you come back after you've murdered pretty much everybody, and you go back to that original save. Don't they somewhat be like, I'm feeling a little uneasy suddenly.
I like how he's talking about saving the game, killing a bunch of NPCs, and then reloading. The guy knows. The guy knows. We've all done this. We've all done this to Nazim. We've all done this to the annoying characters in Oblivion. The great thing about the Adoring Fan is you can kill that motherfucker again and again and again and again, and he always just comes back. Darkverse, you just got the game. I'll be buying it tonight. I would be buying it right now if I'm being completely honest, but it would destroy the stream.
Yeah.
Let me know how it plays. I'm curious to see if it's got any bugs or anything like that, like if it runs well.
When you play
from the preview, it looks like it runs well.
Initially, what stuck out for you?
Just, I mean, the vastness of the world, like how expansive.
I traded him for a Mexican who introduced me to Skyrim, Fallout 4, and that game. That does indeed sound like an upgrade. Are you still with this guy? Is it going well?
Like, oh, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? And just the amount of surprise and gifts that keep on.
I've been working a bit though. No, you are going to be thinking about this thing the entire time.
Yeah.
So I was like not.
Did you ever play the original?
I mean, I know it wasn't Fallout, but I was not expecting.
Or is this your first experience into Oblivion?
This is like completely vibrant.
Installing on PC as we speak. I feel like everyone's on the same page.
I just loved that.
From the very beginning, you feel.
I bloody know.
What goes down. I personally feel I owe an
13 years.
Patrick Stewart.
As of this past February. Oh, that's really nice to hear. That's awesome. I'm glad you found someone, man, that like you can stick with for so long. I'm hoping. Here's hoping for many more years into the future. That's really nice to hear.
Patrick Stewart's downstairs ordering a sandwich. I'm like, Patrick Stewart eats sandwiches. We have that in common.
Yeah, maybe an Elder Scrolls fan. Same. Oblivion was my first entry to the series. I still haven't played Morrowind properly. I've tried it at this point, and it has grown on me. I do respect it, but I've never gotten around to like playing it properly. I'm hoping if this is successful, which it looks like it is, that will
look at the hair. It looks like I've been using a little Grecian formula.
That will get a Morrowind remake.
So what do you think now? Almost
Hell, bring back Daggerfall, bring back Arena. Hell yeah, I'd be up for that.
I've always loved this Shale. I've loved this outfit.
Same.
He looks a little bored.
I think he's just.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Shea Gorath is his eyes are dead, dude.
Let's see the expression changing slightly.
The original model is way better for Shea Gorath.
I love the hand tap.
His expressions look so dead.
But I think he looks a little bit more like me. Here I've been mantling him all along, and now he's mantling the old me.
I love how he just understands everything. Okay, name me a Skyrim-only player that understands the concept of mantling.
They feel like little clay.
Name me people who have even played these games that understand mantling.
Great for staring.
Mantling's a bar, dude. Only people who are big fans of these games and have paid attention understand mantling. Even if you've played them, a lot of people won't remember that shit.
What advice do you have?
The guy's
for anybody
legit.
who would potentially want to get into voice acting or
Daggerfall, my first.
I would say
very few people around like who can claim that, man. For most people, it's Skyrim, Morrowind, or Oblivion.
You can build yourself a studio.
And God, I remember when Skyrim came out, and everyone I just knew bought COD, and that's all they talked about. Wow, that because it was weird for me, man. Because Skyrim was a really exciting time because I've always been an RPG guy. So when Skyrim came out, I saw people who have never played a game like that before play Skyrim, and it was a lot of people's first RPG.
Look at those
and it was really cool to see.
That your job
it sucks that everyone around you is just playing COD.
It's to bring it to life, and voice acting also includes breathing, sighing, laughing. Make it natural. Bring emotion.
Oh, sorry, I read that. I got ahead of myself. Skyrim came out, and none of them bought or played COD. They all got Skyrim. Okay, so you had the same experience as me. Yeah, that was exactly it. I got ahead of myself there. I pause Andy'd you without there even being a pause button. Like, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, a bunch of people who just played COD or the newest big AAA game and nothing else. They jumped on Skyrim. Never played Oblivion, never played Morrowind, never played the others. Skyrim was their first. Skyrim was like a cultural phenomenon at the time.
Your director comes in, or your technical director. Never watched.
Well, yeah, like I don't think games like Daggerfall or Arena would really work.
Okay, I could have done this, could have done that.
Because of the nature of it, I don't think a lot of people would enjoy those games anymore. Unless they have some form of nostalgia for that time of gaming. But I'd still like to see it.
To succeed.
Could never get into Morrowind, but I got to play the expansion of Morrowind and Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, fair enough. I played a little bit of ESO. I quit it last year. Oh God, I hired it up. I'm shouting again. Morrowind is really cool because Morrowind really makes you play a character. You can't just do everything like you can in Oblivion because of the way things work. Like you really have to decide what kind of your character is. Right. So you can't be like a majorly powerful mage being in the Warriors Guild, or you can't be a warrior being an assassin. You know what I mean? You have to choose, and that really fosters like replayability and so on and so forth. Unlike Skyrim and Oblivion, where you basically play the same time every single time. Morrowind was the game that really promoted diverse types of play.
And maybe get yourself a job
it also has more armor slots, so you could really really build your character up. And no game allowed you to be as powerful as you could be in Morrowind. The power levels in Morrowind are insane. Back to work. Good luck, man. I hope obsessing over Oblivion doesn't make work too difficult today. Best of luck. But I've never really got into Morrowind too much, but I know enough about it to really respect it. And I kind of hope future Elder Scrolls games are more like Morrowind than like Skyrim, if I'm being honest. You know? I want the RPG mechanics of Morrowind with the polish of...
You can look on Backstage.
Baldur's Gate 3. Not Skyrim.
If you're in the DC area, there's a thing called DragonUpConnects.com.
Skyrim was my first to well. There's no shame in that, man. That's where most people's are. That's most people's first Elder Scrolls game. Mine was Oblivion.
If you do take my course, we have.
And I had the game for 2 years before I had the computer that could play it. And then there was a period of my life in which all I ever played on repeat was the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Neverwinter Nights, and my Pokemon games. That was it. Because we didn't have a lot of money, and I when I got a game, I played it to death.
Doing anything about it?
So that's all I ever played for a good number of time, good long time.
Now you got to chase everything down.
And then I got fucking.
You got to do it because you love it.
Dragon Age Origins
That's
as
it.
well,
Nobody's
and that was
getting
added to the
rich
list.
doing this, but you have to love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and God help me, Jess, I love it.
I love this dude. He's legit.
Yeah, that is
Because the thing is, anyone can just come up here and say the memes, but he's talking about shit that only someone who actually knows the game would know about. You know? Respect to this dude. This man has been
And to see this come back.
This man
all
has
these
been
years
such
later,
a shining
it's going
beacon
to
in the
be-
community for years.
think
This dude has done voice work for free for like a bunch of YouTubers. He's been paid for some of it as well on Fiverr, but he's also just done it because he loves the fandom. He's such a cool dude.
And PlayStation 5, so.
And I don't know what you're waiting for. You're sitting around. It's not going to just drop into your lap.
Go find it. Go get it.
I got nothing to add to that.
Get you.
I love him.
Thanks so much.
I love you, dude,
Thank you so
man.
much,
You're
Brett.
great.
And Finn. You're an excellent co-host.
Remember I made a Nord character because they didn't want to be outed as a furry at the time. And then I went to school, they told me I was boring because I was a Nord. That's so true! You know what statistically the most popular race in Skyrim is? The Khajiit! Y'all are furries! Everyone's a fucking furry these days, man! The nerds inherited the earth!
This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh, 432.
Mud crabs. Filthy creatures. It looks so good, dude. The hardest choice is going to be whether I play as a Khajiit or an Orgonian.
Of my life.
It looks great. It legit looks great. I am surprised by how good it looks. And you know what? I'll be playing Sky Oblivion as well. Do not let this game overshadow Sky Oblivion. Sky Oblivion is a total conversion mod converting Skyrim into the full Oblivion experience. It should be coming out sometime this year. I believe it's made by the same people who made Fallout London, correct me if I'm wrong. And it is made by a bunch of volunteers and passionate fans. It's been in development for years. Do not let this game overshadow Sky Oblivion. That mod looks incredible. But so does this, and I'm really happy that that's the case. Game is 120 gig, by the way. Fuck, I'm gonna have to make some room. What's optimization? I don't know, I've never heard of it. I need him to motivate me to get my crossword project. You know what, you can probably hire him on Fiverr, get him to say like a generic line, and he'll do it, right? And you can just have that on your phone, you know? What you be playing Oblivion for? Get back to your courseworks, or I'll hang your gizzards on a pike. You know, something like that. Get back to your coursework, or you'll get no cheese. Everyone loves cheese. I jokingly say that I can't go near mud crabs as I'm allergic to shellfish. Love it. Oh shit, you can see the kind of stuff that I watch. Oh no, I watch Shoe on Head and Smuggalaner. Oh no, look at all these alt-right fascists that I watch. Oh no. Likewise, I'll be trying new Sky Oblivion. I love seeing you so happy. No, dude, I'm legitimately surprised that it looks good. I'm legitimately surprised. I expected this to be a quick rush cash grab in order to make sure that they don't get overshadowed by a mod community again, like they did with Fallout London. Like, I am surprised that it looks good. Pleasantly surprised, but legitimately surprised. I also love how the Argonians are both fucking hideous and fucking beautiful at the same time. They've done such a good job with them. The hardest choice is choosing between an Argonian and Khajiit, man. It looks good. And I am going to buy it right now as soon as this stream ends. It's happening. I'm just going to have to check I have money. I might have to transfer something over, but I'm doing it. Like, I'm not broke. I'm not broke. I'm okay. I'm at the point where I'm gonna have to be careful. Put it that way. But I think I can make the sacrifice, especially since one of you has made it £10 cheaper for me. Thank you very much. This game is next after I beat Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 added more subclasses recently as well, completely for free. It's the kind of shit any other company would charge money for, but Larian's like, here, have a bunch of subclasses for free. Like, Shadow Sorcerer looks amazing, by the way. I still haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 with mods, so I need to do that. So yeah, like, Baldur's Gate 3 is great. You really need to do that. I'm super broke. Understandable. Wait for try and avoid the hype and wait for a sale. Xbox actually did something good for Bethesda. You know, a broken clock is right once a year. Like, I'll put it this way. Hitler loved dogs. He was a talented painter as well. Even the most evil motherfucker in the world had some good points. So if Hitler can have some good points, Bethesda can release a good game again every now and again. Here's when I eat my words later on, and it's a broken, buggy pile of shit. God, I hope not. But no, it's really nice being excited for a fucking video game. Legitimately. Like, the last time I was this hyped, it was Monster Hunter World. Right? Right? Or Skyrim. So, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I would have giving more if I... Dude, I'm, like, £10 is already too much. I've told you, this is a hobby for me. There's a reason why I don't have a Patreon. I don't have a donation link or anything like that. I make slop content that is super lazy because I enjoy it. That's it. I'm not here being a big YouTuber. I'm not here after your money. So I appreciate it regardless. So don't you worry. Like, that is really kind of you. Thank you very much. So yeah, like, I'm already over the moon with that. Thank you very much. I do not expect that ever. I'm just glad that you didn't buy the whole fucking thing. I would have shot $1 if I bought it now. Man. It sucks, man. Yeah, I do feel bad for the US. Like, I like Trump and I'm not gonna deny it, but the tariff shit? No, like, fuck him with the tariff shit. Fuck him with the tariff shit. People voted him in because he was a chance for change. And they wanted the cost of living to go down. And he's fucked them with this. He's fucked them completely. And it's already affecting us because companies will jump at any excuse to raise the prices of things. The tin fish that I buy every week has gone up by another 10p. Before COVID, I used to pay 25p for this tin fish. Now I pay 95p. It went up by 10p again recently. So, yeah, my heart goes out to the US at the moment. It's going to affect us as well. The world's just a big pile of fucky. So it's nice to have things like this every now and again where it's just fun for everyone involved, you know? It's nice. A little bit of distraction. Without the politics, without the social politics, without anything like this. Just something we can all, regardless of where we fall, enjoy, you know? I'm sure somebody will have some complaining about. I already saw one guy in the comments say that Shea Gorath was too black. So, that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to end now, and I will be buying the game. This was a crazy surprise. You know me, I don't fake shit. I do not fake shit. I will shit over a game regardless of how popular it is, and I will praise a game regardless of how unpopular it is, right? So I am legitimately pleasantly surprised by how actually good this looks. I will see you guys for my stream tomorrow, 7 o'clock London time, or whatever that, like, I don't know what we're in right now, I'm assuming summertime. Bradley, your wolf, and I will catch up on my Discord messages. Cool, cool, cool. Made my day. I'm happy to hear it, man. Love you all. Thank you so much for showing up. This has been fun. Bye for now.